Well, hi, everybody, and welcome into the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show, joined, as always, by Lions head football coach and athletic director Sammy Burnett. Special guest we'll introduce in a moment. How are those nerds, by the way?
They're good, Carl.
I don't know if I've ever had a nerd before.
That would be cannibalism.
Oh, brother, we're off to a great start. How you liking the rain and the cooler temperatures?
Well, I do like the cooler temperatures a little bit. I don't like the rain as much. It's hard to practice for a spread team when you're inside a small room, so do the best we can and be ready to go come Friday. Hopefully it won't rain any tomorrow. Have a little bit more time to get ready, but I don't mind the cold and I don't mind the rain, but I don't like the rain and cold.
I understand. You know, we played in Stephenville a couple of times in the rain and cold, as Derek can attest to, standing out there. Man, I remember one year we played over there in the old press box. Dallas had me lift my window open, so all the wind was blowing on me, and he looked over, had frozen stuff coming out of my nose and sniffling, and he looked over and said, "Are you cold? Or am I cold?"
Am I cold? I'll tell you what, the last time we played over there, it was a tad bit nippy, that's for sure.
It was, no doubt about that. So we're going back to Stephenville.
Yep.
Coming up this Friday. Of course, as we mentioned, went Monday. The district's already set.
Yes, sir.
Stephenville goes in as 1, La Vega, Heritage, and Brownwood number 4. But, hey, we want to go over there and take care of business and finish up the regular season.
Yeah, it's like I told the kids, you know, we've solidified a playoff spot. What we use this as an opportunity to continue to get better, to play top-notch playoff teams. And if we can play with and beat Stephenville, that just proves that we can play with the top teams in the state of Texas and go about doing that and building confidence. We're going to go over there believing we can win, and that's just the bottom line. If it doesn't work, if it doesn't happen, we're going to figure out why. But hopefully we show up and make it a ball game and give ourselves a chance to win it late. And like I told the kids, they have the ability. They have the coaching staff. We have the right scheme, and we have the right athletes. They just got to believe they can do it, and they got to go out there and get it done, and I think they can.
Oh, I do too, no doubt. Our offense is just really clicking right now. Very few turnovers. I think we've only had 5 all season.
You know, we had 2 turnovers against Greenwood that sort of stumped us, and we didn't show up that game. We didn't show up against Abilene Wiley, but other than that, when we show up and play offensively, no one's been able to stop us. Amen. And we got to be able to do that. Stephenville will probably be the best defense we played all year. I don't care. We still got to move the football on the ground. We still got to be able to throw and catch, and we got to move the chains. We got to keep our defense off the field. The more we control the football, the better chance we have of winning. We got to make sure we don't turn it over. But if we can win the time of possession, I think that's a big part of the game. We can't depend on our defense to go out there and have to make a bunch of stops over and over, because they're probably one of the best offenses we played. They score points on everybody. I mean, they're a good football team. They're well-rounded from defense to special teams to offense. They're good at what they do, and they got the right kids in the right spot, and they're just rolling right now. So you can't be weak, and you got to go find that soft spot in their armor and go attack it, and we can do that. And we have the ability to play with them and beat them. We just got to believe that we can do that.
Yeah, they have a bunch of weapons. Their quarterback's having a good year too. Good running backs and a big offensive line. That Logan Davis is D1 material. Their left tackle. So, you know what? They have been rolling up some points, and if we can get some stops, as we said, we got a good shot at winning this game.
Yeah, you look at the La Vega game and the Heritage game, they won the turnover battle, and they create turnovers. So our MO is protect the football, don't get caught behind the chains, and move the ball offensively. Defensively, we need to try to create some turnovers ourselves, whether it's fumbles or whether it's interceptions. Give ourselves opportunities, just like they're doing. That's why they're being successful. They're creating opportunities. The other night, Heritage is marching in, fixing a score. They fumble on the 3-yard line. Stephenville scoops and scores from 97 yards. I mean, huge. They're creating turnovers, so we can do that as well as they can. We just got to go out there and do it.
Yeah, they have a great middle linebacker, that Reese Young kid, 149 tackles, 84 good. Solo this year. That's a lot in any league.
That's right.
And anyway, we're going 7:30 kickoff. We have the FCA Challenge. I know you talked about that on Monday, so bring a little extra change, folks.
Yep, that's going to go on during the halftime. They're going to donate to the FCA. That money goes towards the huddles, which a huddle is the organization like we have in the Brownwood huddle. We have about 80-something kids that attend that on Mondays. It's a big deal. It helps pay for their camps. It helps pay for their food that we feed them every Monday that they come to FCA, so it's a big deal. So take a little extra change, donate that, and it's also winning that trophy. It's been in Brownwood for a while. I think ever since I've been here, it's been
5
here.
years.
So let's keep it here. Keep
All right,
doing what we do.
Talk about how folks can get tickets.
Yep, you can go to brownwoodisd.org/athletics, or you can go to Stephenville ISD hometown ticketing, Stephenville ISD.hometownticketing.com and get those tickets. I think you can get them at the gate. They're $7, but you have to have some kind of device to be able to do that. And it's a clear bag policy.
Yeah, I wouldn't wait and get them at the
I
gate.
wouldn't either.
I'd get them now.
I'd get those tickets ahead of time.
Yeah, amen.
Also want to mention to everybody that after the game we are going to Jake and Dorothy's and we'll eat there like we have done in the past. We sort of try to bring that back, and we'll sit down and have chicken fried steak and waffle fries at Jake and Dorothy's after the game. So if people want to attend that, we sure encourage that because that just shows the support. Win or lose. As I was growing up, I always knew we'd go to Jake and Dorothy's. There would be fans there supporting us and cheering us on. So I think that's important that our kids get that. So if you don't have to rush back, have an opportunity to go to Jake and Dorothy's, get a table, greet our kids when they come in, and celebrate community.
I think we did that 2 years ago,
We
and
did.
the kids were all dressed up.
Yep.
And even some of the Stephenville people were commenting about how classy the Brownwood football team was and
Yep.
how nice they were. So there you go. Well, that got Derek's attention over there.
He looks like he's sleepy time.
I know. Jake and Dorothy's chicken fried steak. Oh, mercy. All right, 7:30 Friday, come over and support the Brownwood Lions' final regular season game before we head into the playoffs the following week. It's either going to be Kennedale or Benbrook.
It's going to be Kennedale, I bet you.
Have you made any tentative plans? Just wondered. I know I
Yeah,
should look ahead.
99.9% sure if it's Benbrook, but if it's Kennedale, it's 100%. We'll play at Glen Rose next Friday night at 7:30.
We've been there, and we've played them twice in years past in my
That is
district.
correct.
And it's a nice stadium, so there you go. All right, football. Hey, you were there and others watching our Lady Lions take down number 14 Iowa Park in volleyball on Monday. That was pretty special.
Yeah, it was. I mean, our girls went out and played really well. They won all 3 games. They had opportunities to lose a couple of those games. I think they were dominant the first game. The second game had an opportunity to lose that one and found a way to win it. And the third game had to come back from a deficit and kept doing what they do and came back and won that game. And, I mean, it's just awesome play on their part. I mean, they were tough. Tough as leather they were. Tough as leather. So, congratulations to them.
That's
and
a Derek quote right there.
Yes. And they will be playing the area round in Brock versus Argyle at 6:30 on Thursday. That'd be tomorrow.
Beautiful gym.
That is correct. You can get
those
tickets at
tickets.
brownwoodisd.org/athletics.
All right, and 6:30, I think we're going to make a stop at a certain barbecue joint on the way where there's a big old rocking chair.
That would be.
Natty Flats.
Are you going to Natty Flats?
Yeah,
I wish I had
you can
time.
join us.
I wish
Well,
I had-
come on.
I wish I had time just to cruise around and eat good food like you and Mr. Moore.
You come by, we'll buy your dinner.
I got to go to. I got football here.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
I got. Speaking of that,
Yeah, let's
we got
talk
our
about that.
combined team going to Stephenville to finish out their season at 5 o'clock. They'll be playing Stephenville at their junior high field, and then the 9th grade will play their 9th grade team here starting at 5 o'clock, and then JV will follow around 6:30. JV's has an opportunity to go undefeated, which doesn't happen much, so go out and support them on a Thursday. If it's cold, just get some blankets. I mean, wear a jacket, go out there and support those kids, have fun, celebrate community.
13 points they've given up all year. Not bad in 9 ball games.
Not bad,
They're pretty tough.
not bad.
All right, anything else on the schedule before we get to our special guest?
I do want to mention our girls went over to Brady yesterday, girls basketball. The 9th, JV, and varsity all competed. Coach Hortz was really pleased with the way they started. I thought they were dominant at all 3 levels, winning the live part of the controlled part of the scrimmage. So congratulations to them on their quick start. Wish them the best of luck. I see them in the gym, and Coach Hortz is intense, let me tell you. That girl gets after it.
She has been for 12 seasons now. Hey, let's try to get her in sometime.
Really?
I don't know, just a thought.
I guess so. We'll get her here. No, we'll get her in here.
We'll do. It's your show. You can do what you want.
We'll
But
get her in here after we get through with Quentin or somebody.
there you go. All right. Way to go, basketball. Looking forward to that.
We'll get her in here on a Monday.
Hey, that sounds good. All right, because today and every Wednesday we have our Player of the Week in the studio.
Yep. Again, Triple T Player of the Week, Quentin Thompson, senior safety for us. As we talked about before in the summer, we didn't know if Quentin was going to play for us. We didn't know what his role would be, where he'd be. how he'd be. You know, he worked extremely hard in the weight room. If you took his shirt off right now, you'd be impressed with his physique. I mean, he's a hard-working kid, grinds it out. Started the season slow, had to learn the position, had to learn how to fit on the run, and I told him at a certain point in the season, as I told you, I've seen him grow into a football player. I mean, he's physical. He comes downhill. Last week he came downhill, made some plays on the option that made them stop running the option. He had 6 tackles. He had 3 solos. He had a pass breakup. He's his second leading tackle on the team with 72 tackles.
Oh, wow.
And that coming from a safety, that's a pretty big deal. And if you'd asked me after the Greenwood game if that would be the case sitting here at week 10, and I'd say no. You know, that wouldn't have been the case because, like I said, not a knock on Quentin. He was learning the position, but he never gave up on it. You know, we've had our ups and downs with Coach Hard, and he's grown through that, and he's turned into quite the football player, and I'm really pleased with the Brownwood line that he's become. But our player of the week, Quentin Thompson.
You know, Quentin, welcome to KOXC. How are you, man?
I'm good.
Good to see you. One of maybe our only senior that starts on defense. Is that
He is.
right?
He wouldn't win no beauty contest.
I don't know. I wish I had his hair still. Maybe I can move it that. You and I combined, Coach, don't have the hair that Quentin does, okay?
I look good, though, don't I?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, the game, I think that you came into your own. It was a rough game for Brownwood, but I think the Wiley game, you really came into your own. You had to work out there in the secondary, make a lot of tackles. So just talk about your thoughts on your season and how you've done this year.
I've started off really slow. I feel like I started off really slow. Started getting the hang of it. Started enjoying hitting people and getting tackles. Worked on the form of my tackles, the technique, and I get irritated when I miss tackles. So I try to be the best tackler that I can. 32
solo tackles this year. That's a pretty good number right there. And I know you made a few the other night in the win against Waxahachie Life. And I think you had a couple of tackles for loss in that game, did you not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we called your name quite a bit. I know that. And we have the last several weeks, as a matter of fact. Always watching for number 23. Sammy said, Coach Burnett said you were physical, and that's what I love to watch about you. You're not afraid to get your head and stick your head in there.
No, sir.
You know, I don't mean to interrupt, but an example of that, and you're talking about tackles for losses, I talked to Quentin, I'll never forget it, we're talking after the game or the next week about a certain play on offense against Greenwood where here's where you're supposed to be, and he scored because of that. You got to learn to fit. And then against China Springs, same thing. And he was, like I said, he wasn't stepping up there. He wasn't fitting on the run. And of course, I was frustrated, but he was trying to learn a position like we talked about. But once he figured it out and got it, those tackles for losses is coming from a 12-yard depth of the safety position, running down a running back on the option and hitting him in the backfield. That's a big deal, and that just shows you how he's learned and how he's progressed, and he's become extremely physical at what he does.
Boy, you have, and like I say, we enjoy watching you back there. There's 2 Quentins start on defense. Is there any confusion when the coach yells, "Quentin"?
Always. I always think I'm in trouble, and I look back at the sideline, and it's not me.
Quentin McCarty's been coming around, too. He could have been your player of the week. Both Quentins had great games last week. So you wear number 23. Any special reason for that?
My dad wore 23.
Your dad?
I've been 20. He didn't play football. He played tennis, but
okay.
He wore 23 in basketball when he played basketball.
Well, and 2 + 3 = 5.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Whatever that means. Oh, I got you.
Coach Burnett's number. Yes, sir.
So your dad played tennis?
So I got Quentin trained.
Gotcha. Like the 5. We love 5. So are you a lifelong Brownwood resident, or?
I was born in Wiley.
Ooh,
Abilene Wiley?
Abilene Wiley.
Really?
Yes,
so how
sir.
long did you stay there, and when
Not
did you
very
move
long.
Not very long. I was just born there, and then I moved to Brownwood.
to Brownwood?
Yes.
All right. Very good. So tell us about Quentin Thompson. What do you like to do? I know football. What other activities in school are you involved in?
I'm involved in Skills USA, which is wood shop, and we build deer blinds every year and take that up there. Besides that, nothing really with hobbies. I like to work out after practice every day. I go to the gym, stay there till about 9 or 10, and then go straight home, go to bed, wake up the next morning, either go to lift or go to school, and that's about it.
What about when you're not lifting, not schooling, not doing any of that? Do you have any other hobbies or stuff you like to do?
Play video games or anything? Not a
No?
gamer?
Nope.
It's football right now.
Football and working out.
So what happens when football is over? You're a senior, so what do you see yourself doing after graduation?
I tend to go to college and go to
Right.
Baylor or Texas Tech, one of the two.
Okay.
Either a business degree or I might go into pre-law. I haven't decided.
Very nice.
and that's about it.
All right. So you're a smart cookie, too.
Yes, sir.
I bet you make all the A's, I'm going to guess.
Yes, sir.
I figured that.
Let's don't start lying.
Not this 6 weeks, but
All right. What'd he say?
He said not this 6 weeks.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
great, so you never have to worry about Quentin's
Yeah,
grades. You just
I know
don't worry
he's
about
smart. I know he's on that A honor roll every week. All right, so let's talk about Stephenville as a defensive player back there at safety. What do you see from their offense?
this week they have me at nickel, so it's a different position I'm learning. I think we have a great defensive scheme, honestly. We match up against their offense really well. I think we can stop them. Besides that, I don't know.
I think so. And you're excited about getting into the playoffs?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very excited.
Did you play last year? Because
I did
I
not.
didn't think so. Sammy said he didn't think if you would play or not. So is this your first year to play football?
First year on varsity. No,
On varsity.
I played varsity all 4 years. This is my first year on varsity.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
he's played football.
All right, good. Well, man, I enjoy watching you play. So anything else, Quentin, football-wise or otherwise?
No, sir. I think I'm good.
Well, thank you for coming out. It's
Yes,
a
sir.
pleasure meeting you.
Who's your favorite football team in the pro in
That's
NFL?
right.
NFL? The Denver Broncos. They're
What?
not doing so well, but
All right. You and Star would get along
We
pretty
open
good.
this can of worms. Who's your favorite college team?
University of Texas.
Okay.
Oh, whatever, Stuck. Kids had you and Stuckley.
You know, there
They're
are
a pretty good fourth quarter team, aren't they?
Yeah, not really.
Oh, Derek is going to come over and slap you around, Sammy.
Sorry, Stuck. I like to pour salt in the wound.
You know, the Broncos play the Cowboys Sunday at noon. So are you going to be rooting for the Broncos?
I'm going to be rooting for the
You know,
Broncos.
they
but
traded Von Miller, the only player on that team that I really know,
Who they trade him to?
the Rams.
The Rams
For
last
hardly
year.
anything.
Oh, I did not know that.
for
That's-
2 late round picks or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, it was
Wow,
a terrible
that's not a
trade.
good move by your
No.
little Broncos.
I'll go with the Cowboys Sunday.
Who's the
Sorry.
coach of the Broncos?
I have no clue.
I don't know either.
Shanahan?
No.
Shanahan. That was about 15, 20 years ago.
That was
Mike Shanahan.
That's how popular the Broncos are. Who's their quarterback? John Elway's?
Hey, the Broncos are for sale if anybody's interested, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, is it Bowden family?
Pete Coors?
Got the Pete Coors. I think that was an old owner right there, Coors Field, baseball owner.
That's baseball.
Yeah, it is. Well, Quentin, thanks again for being here. Good luck Friday. We'll be
Yes, sir.
watching.
Thank you.
All right, man. Good stuff, Coach.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. You can tell Quentin, I like to listen to him because I heard confidence in him when he's talking about the defense and the scheme and feel like we can stop him, which we can, man. I'm excited. And like I told them, last time we played them, you don't have to get our kids amped up to play Steenville. If you do, there's a problem.
Yeah.
The last time we have an opportunity to go up against them, they're talking noise and we talk a little noise and we go play some 7-on-7 and our kids got after it and found a way to win a tough 7-on-7 game. And if you don't think that doesn't feed over, it does. Anytime you have an opportunity to compete and be successful, it builds confidence. And I think our kids, we're not afraid of them. And there's no reason to be afraid. They're kids. Go out and play the game. You just got to, as we talked, be extremely fast as you can mentally so that you can be fast physically. And that means doing your work before Friday gets here to make sure you're mentally prepared to get out there and play fast. And then when you arrive how, Quentin?
Physical.
Yeah, physically
Very
and violently.
There you
And
go.
then execute offensively. Don't let stupid penalties hold you back, and you'll be fine.
There you go. I love his confidence too. Absolutely.
Me
Just
too.
get out there and play the game and be physical. Man.
That kickoff will be 7:30 at Tarleton, by the way.
Yeah, Memorial Stadium.
Memorial Stadium.
Get your tickets and come over support the Lady Lions tomorrow night, our varsity teams, and in varsity football on Friday. I've been asked to mention one other thing, Coach. Boys
Okay.
golf on Monday.
Yep, boys golf on Monday.
Finished second at
That's
the Leno
right. At the
Jacket Invitational.
That's
Looking for
right.
big things from golf this year.
Yep, they got a good little group of guys, and we actually have a good number with our girls this year. Last year we only
Awesome.
had 2 girls. This year we have about 6 or 7, if not a couple of more. So I haven't had a chance to see them nor be around them at all. But I look forward to the spring when they kick off their spring season and get a chance to really be out there with them and watch them.
Yeah, and remember our 2 top golfers are sophomores this year. And,
Yeah.
they're already off to a pretty good start.
You got Sir and Hudson, of course, and then you got McNeese
Oh, he's
And
doing
Liam,
good, yeah.
he's a youngster. Then you got Waldrop, who's another youngster. They're all sophomores. And then you have Slade Espinosa, who's a sophomore. And then you have Lil Walker, who's a freshman. So they're a young golf team. And there's more than that, but I don't know that we have a junior or senior one on that golf team. And they're pretty competitive. They're pretty good. So I'm excited about them. We may have one or two.
Who's coaching golf now? It's David Jones. Is he still coaching boys?
David Jones coaches the boys right now.
I thought
Mark Wilson's coaching right now. He's
Okay.
coaching the fall, and then I'm still not sure if we're going to be able to accommodate that in the spring. But if not, I have plans for the spring. We'll have that figured out. But right now, it's Coach Wilson doing fall golf.
Old Mark, the former Throckmorton Greyhound.
Throckmorton
Boy, he
Greyhound.
was tough as nails.
Yeah.
I saw him play back in the day when I was working at another radio station.
Really, what radio station was that?
That would be
WKRP in
That's it,
Cincinnati.
I was the Les
Cincinnati
Nesman.
WKRP.
Well, it's still one of my favorite
Yeah,
shows.
that was a good show.
All right, Coach, great stuff today. Thank you, Quentin. Sammy, anything else?
Yeah, let's thank those that make this show possible. Auto Glass Magic, Avalon Custom Homes, Bruner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bond Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Henrik Medical, Howie Enterprises Humphrey Pete's, Landmark Life, MC Bank, Parent Johnson Associates, Smith & Sharp Agency, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, The Real Talk with Chad Valdez Podcast, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, Willie's Teas, and Triple T for sponsoring the Player of the Week.
Well, Coach, we'll be thinking about you while we're eating some barbecue tomorrow, but we'll make it up to you. So, all right?
Okay, Carl. All the times I brought barbecue into the
I know
station
you
for you, and
have.
you're going to rub it in my
Well,
face that
you
I don't
got
get
an
to go eat
invite,
barbecue yet.
but I know you're going to be busy.
Okay.
All right. If we win, maybe we'll make that track back east again on Monday.
You can do what my brother and I did to my brother-in-law back in the day when they had UR Cooks. You ever eat at UR Cooks? You go to UR Cook, you got to pick your steak, and you could cook it or they'd cook it for you. And then what we did is you could write a note and send it to someone that'd mail it for you. So we took the butcher paper, we took a piece of gristle, and we stuck it in that butcher paper and had it all made up, and we signed it, wrote a little note, and sent it to my brother-in-law, who at the time lived in Brownwood, and we lived in the Metroplex. My brother, I sent him some gristle, so y'all could load up a piece of fat or something, let it dry out, and bring it to me. That would be quite cordial.
You remember that, Derek? That's funny right there.
Well, that's how we roll.
Your poor brother-in-law.
Yeah, if you're not, boy, that poor boy gets hacked on
All
a
right.
lot.
I just wanted to tell you, your ribs, your brisket, some of the best ever.
Thanks for
Just
saying that,
that.
Carl. I
I'm serious.
appreciate that.
You know, when you brought us out those ribs, they went fast.
Is he sucking up now there, Stuckley?
Maybe
I think
so.
he's sucking up a little bit, because I was thinking about bringing him a little something up here, but I don't know.
Hey,
We'll
there
see.
you go. I love it, Coach.
Hey,
You know we
Sean,
love
if
it.
you're listening, we love you. We won't hack on you all the time.
Yeah, I think they watch and listen.
He
so.
still tells that story. Yes, Shannon's listening right now, I guarantee you. She doesn't miss one, but we still laugh about that. He opened up that piece of paper, and there was that gristle in it.
Gristle.
So I'm enjoying, because his favorite place to eat was UR Cooks.
Oh, wow. I'd never heard of it. I'll
Yeah,
have to
it's a
check it out.
steakhouse, and like I said, you go in there and you pick the piece of meat you want. You can go cook it yourself, and you got the bread and all that kind of stuff. Or they, for a couple more dollars, they'll cook it for you. But why would I want someone to ruin my meat?
Yeah, cook it yourself.
Yeah,
All right, since you're the cook, what's the word I'm looking for? Guru?
Extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire, absolutely.
Chef Boyardee.
Chef,
Betty Crocker.
yeah, okay.
Betty Crocker, she's a baker.
She is. Boy, she made some spaghetti out here the other night. It was out of this world. And
Really?
meatballs. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, good stuff. All right, Coach, thank you. We'll see you Friday night.
You bet. Stay warm, stay dry, and have a great day, Brownwood.
Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett. Coaches show every Monday and Wednesday here at this time on 101.3 KOXE and video streamed at the KOXE KBWD Facebook and KOXE.com.